Bing, 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 bing. We are live. It is Sam and Puneet. Michael's had to go off. Michael and I have been working this afternoon on a number of things. The main thing that we worked on was generating some different views of users in our system. So we now have, it's not deployed yet, but we have the ability to get a list of mentors and also premium members, which is nice. And would turn out to be relatively straightforward, and I'm quite pleased with that. I'm hoping that will be deployed soon. And that was actually something you did you originally suggest that we have, Puneet, a list of mentors?
Yes. Plus,
Yeah.
I don't know, a graph or a list of skill sets these mentors
Yeah.
have, or
Sure.
area of expertise, I can say.
Yes, and in fact, we have also there is a skills skills set in there. Although I found a bug with it today, actually, that the skills here, or maybe this is actually if you go to this page, if you go to the skills thing. Oh, okay. I think that was just a. I got to reboot my browsers. I think that was a. But you can see that you can then see the skills and technologies. I mean, maybe we will pull that in on the mentors page as well. You know, there's actually support for various of these things. And what I'm going to start doing is highlighting these, you know, in the description of the premium, this, that, and the other. So that was sort of that was quite pleasing actually to get that done. It was quite fast, and actually then that, you know, gets a lot of the things that I was kind of worrying about in terms of making progress there, which has allowed us to move back to the static site, and we've made some changes there. We've got it now living on nonprofits.agileventures.org. We've changed all the contacts over to nonprofits.agileventures.org, hyperlink that thing there, a few other fixes. We've got this being like a clickable thing for some reason. Yep. And we'll probably do some more work on that tomorrow. We were just noticing that the blog still had links to the old site, and now that's updated. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of fixed. And I think we're talking about you know, maybe moving to a middleman blog tomorrow to break the dependency. So yeah, we've had a pretty good day there. Not really, yeah, not blocked. How about you, Puneet? How's it going with you?
All good right now. I'm just looking. I was just checking the waffle board to pick any next item to work on.
Oh, right.
So yeah, maybe some suggestion from you would be helpful.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah. So, well, I was just. Oh, let me go back to the screen here. I was just looking at your pull request. Yeah, let's look at the waffle board then, as you were saying. I think the things that I was just. Michael was asking about what he and Marion might work on over the weekend, and he had not actually done. I think this is kind of, this would be a good one to look at. It's kind of an interesting one to investigate. I'm not sure. Potentially there's a simple fix. Maybe it's more complicated. But basically someone was saying they were unable to unlink their GitHub. So that might be...
Sure.
That's kind of, you know, actually reported by a user. That would be a really good one to work on. This memory leak thing, I guess it sort of requires admin abilities really to look at. Unfortunately, that's kind of potentially interesting and important one. That's a kind of a UX bug. This one, you know, there's, I guess what I should do here is definitely, I mean, what I'll do is I'll just quickly put, I mean, I guess this is definitely up for grabs. That's like a standalone fix we could be looking at. This one here, that's kind of in an area that we might be doing some work. I might leave that out for the moment. That one would be it's perfectly reasonable to investigate that one. Certainly want to maybe have a little chat with us before well, all of them, I mean, simple exploratory pull requests, investigation. This one is about how we tweet some things, and basically we shouldn't be tweeting a link to the video if the video stream never went live. So
right,
that's a sort of a check thing there. Dun, 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 dun. Was there some other ones?
I think this should be good enough.
Yeah,
Tags are really helpful actually.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I put up for grabs on anything else that comes through that's might be worth working on. Yeah, I was going to look at. I was just going to go pull request there. I haven't kind of really been able to digest it particularly yet. Maybe Raul will have a look at it. This is the kind of thing, if you were a premium member, I'd be like, yes, I've got to get in there and give you feedback immediately.
I understand the ramifications of not being a premium member.
But of course, Raul may get in. He's like he doesn't care about money. Well, I don't know, he probably does, but he'll may well come back to you quickly on that. I'm just a bit crazed this week with the MOOC and trying to I still haven't sorted out video issues. So next week, fingers crossed, should be calmer. Yeah. So I think that's our. I was going to ask you. You said that removing the validations for pivotal drug was not a very desirable experience. Did that mean that the process was like tricky and painful and unpleasant, or what did you mean by that?
At various point, I was like in crossroad. Like I'm thinking that I'm adding a functionality for something for which I'm not adding a validation because I need to deliver this as quickly as possible to the user, while removing a validation for a thing that is already in a place just to make it more generic. So that was the thing actually.
You mean that it was it made you feel conflicted?
Yes.
Right. Interesting. Well, I mean, go on.
Yeah, but since it was a short-term solution, so I was thinking if it get accepted, or whatever the decision will be, I will eventually follow up with the thing that should come after this. So
yeah.
So I think for the time being, this felt okay. Means this can go through, but yeah, it also depends on the review and what others.
Yeah. I think that there's a series of follow-up things, in particular Armando is really interested in us, like providing all sorts of stats, although he has his Berkeley students, use Pivotal religiously. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to have, the waffle stats or things pulled out and be more generic, which would then have validators associated with them. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting follow-up work. Cool. Very cool. Very pleased to see you working on this. Excellent. We'll certainly get you a review before too long. So I just noticing that Michael and our mentor page thing has it's all passed here. We've actually got a code climate issue, and it's complaining about this method that we've got, which is now doing that. But I think I'm going to say to Raul there, I mean, there's kind of definitely a refactoring thing for that, but this is all sort of working for us at the moment. There's kind of like these two filter methods, and they should be merged into one. I'm going to say to Raul here, looking at the code climate issue, I would say it is acceptable for now. This should be released urgently as part of our business model. I'll open a refactoring for the issue. There's some drying out we could do between types of filtering. Okay. Yeah, and so I should just open that issue, issues, new issue, refactor filtering for users. We just added a new filtering with model method. For users, we should pull out the filtering in the controller also to the model as pointed out by CodeClimate. Okay. And have I now lost the CodeClimate thing? I have. I'm going to get the pull requests and find the thing and the other thing. Yeah, all right. So that's, does it, I wonder if that will actually sort of stay there. I'll kind of include that, sort of. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm quite grooving to CodeClimate actually. Cool. Okay, that's in there. And that, of course, should be kind of referred to in this. No. And one, what was that one, 203? Yep. Cool. All right. Well, Puneet, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, maybe.
Absolutely.
Bye for now. Take care.
Bye-bye, Sam. Take care. Bye.
Cheers.